Welcome to another live stream of Roll Up or Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in, tap the fuck in. What we here on today, Mr. Roll Up? Hey, let me tell y'all about some robbers that was about to rob me. You know what I'm saying? But guy came through in the clutch. How about that? Tap in, tap the fuck in. Yeah, I know I got the Tito's, man. Let's get it, man. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Hey, look, this is a crazy one, bro. I made a video about this shit, but I ain't go live. So y'all know how I do it with the live. The video be like the short version of it. The live be the whole in depth, from the beginning to the end. How about that? Tap in, tap the fuck in. Listen, growing up in my era back in that time, from like the early 2000s, all up in that era, man, Detroit was on fire, bro. Tap in, tap the fuck in. If you was there, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. How about that? Tap in, tap the fuck in. Man, at that time, it was 7 Mile versus Brightmore, man. And it was a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Tap in, tap the fuck in. The whole insane part of all of this shit was at one point in time we was all together. You know what I'm saying? And shit went left, and this kind of like was the damn my bad. This was kind of like the result of it. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the beef that was going on. So let me break it down. Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right, let's get to it. So before I go into depth about this, let me hit the chat. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Crime Frame 2.0. What's the deal? Tap in, tap the fuck in. Jason Morris, what's the deal, my dog? Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right? All right. So let's get to it, right? So we're going to start this all the way from the top, right? So this was early 2000s, maybe like 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. I'm like 13, 14, something like that, right? I told y'all we on the block, all the homies together, we got our cliques, whoopie whoop, all that, right? Well, some new people moved in my hood at this time, right? And in the hood, when new people move in your neighborhood, these is new people. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is these motherfuckers? What house they live in? Who they fuck with, who they connect, whoop, 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 all that, right? So we had got some new people in the hood, right? It was a whole family of them. You know what I'm saying? Guys, girls, all that, right? And they literally was like, they was down the street. They was around the corner down the street from us. But like I said, this all our hood. So we know everybody that live here in our community, right? So it's a gang of new people, right? So we over there. Who was them? We already had homies on a block, right? So our homies intertwined with them real quick. Like, yeah, who was y'all? Where y'all from? Whoop, shit like that, right? So they telling, my homies that they from Brightmore, right? I know I'm from 7 Mile, right? Brightmore, 7 Mile is right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? You just got Grand River Avenue that split Brightmore from 7 Mile. You know what I'm saying? On one side of Grand River is BMG, Brightmore Gangsters. Then on the other side of Grand River is SMD, 7 Mile Dogs, right? Well, like I said, at that time, back then, before all the beef and shit, 7 Mile and Brightmore was together. You know what I'm saying? It was called 7 to the Mo because we was just that close. You know what I'm saying? It was just Grand River split our hoods, but literally you cross Grand River, you in this hood, you cross Grand River, you in that hood. Like that's just how close that shit was. Kind of like that whole O Block 63rd type shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they right around the corner from each other. Same shit with 7 Mile and Brightmore. We literally right next door to each other, right? So back then, we was all together. It was 7 to the Mo. We was all together. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, as y'all know, Brightmore, GDs, I'm not making this no gangbanging shit. I'm just giving y'all the layout of what the fuck was going on, right? Brightmo GDs. Everybody know that BMG, Brightmo gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Straight GD. That's a straight GD neighborhood, right? And then in my neighborhood on 7 Mile, we was GDs. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 7 Mile and Brightmo, we shared the same shit. You know, we next door to each other. We gang bang the same shit. Whoopty whoop. You know, so we was all together at one point. You know what I'm saying? Well, it came a point in time we fell out, which was in that early 2000 era, somewhere around that same time, right? So you had a school on Grand River in Lasher, right? It was called Redford High School, right? Nowadays, it's a Myers. It's probably what, like the only Myers in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could Google that motherfucker, whatever. Back then, it was Redford High School, right? Now, where Redford High School is at on the side of Grand River that it sit on the Brightmo side, right? So all the Brightmo niggas went to Redford. Henry Ford is a school all the 7 Mile niggas went to. Henry Ford was in my hood, but kind of like closer to 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? So Redford and Henry Ford might have been like 2, maybe 3 miles apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how close they is. So you got 7 Mile niggas at this school, Brightmo niggas at this school. One point in time, it was a mixture. But like I said, when the beef got on, you know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, y'all Brightmo niggas, y'all go back to y'all school. Y'all 7 Mile niggas, y'all go back to y'all school. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. It was real, you know? So anyway, with all that being said, like I said, we had some new people that moved in the hood. You know, my homies on, hey, where y'all from? Woo woo. They from the Mo. But like I said, at that time, it was still a bunch of my guys that still rock with Brightmo. You know what I'm saying? So we was cool with them and they was cool with us. So we getting acquainted with them, right? The main ones, you know, out their household was my man's Los and Fat Mike. You know what I'm saying? They had cousins and all that other shit. They had a sister that lived there. She was a little older than her. Look, damn, she was a little older than us, right? Her name was Octavia, but we called her Tay, right? So at that time, we like 13, 14. Tay was like 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? So we like different generations, but we all was cool as hell, right? Mike and Los is our age. You know what I'm saying? It was just Tay. She was a little older than us, right? So she really wasn't like hanging out with us or none of that. She was doing her own thing, right? Well, we got so cool with Mike and Los and them, you know what I'm saying? The family was fucking with us. And they lived with their mama, you know what I'm saying? Their mama was Big Mama, you know. I ain't gonna bring her name up or nothing. I'm gonna let her rest in peace. She been gone for a while as mama. So we just gonna call her mama, right? Well, anyway, mama fucked with us, you know what I'm saying? Because her sons fucked with us. So she had love for us. She was like, okay, them some cool niggas, you know, type shit. So mom like started inviting us in the crib. Like, hey, y'all niggas, y'all can come over. Y'all straight. It was like a good 10 of us. You know what I'm saying? She fucked with us. She loved us. You know what I'm saying? We could literally walk in and out her house whenever we wanted to. We didn't have to knock on the door, none of that. We could walk in her house 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Like, that's just how tight we got, like real quick. You know what I'm saying? She was cooking for us, all that, you know, like we'd be outside all day and she'd cook us a meal and tell all of us come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come eat. We'd come in, come eat and shit. We go right back outside. Like, mom fuck with us. If we need a place to lay our head, whatever, like that was the crib, you know? So we get real tight with Mike and Los and them. Like, we real tight with them. Mind you, they from Brightmo. You know, we real tight, right? Cool. So mom's, she decided that she want to break out the cards. You know what I'm saying? Spades, right? We youngins, right? So she teaching us how to play this spade shit, right? She was the coldest at it. Like, dog, won every fucking game. You know what I'm saying? She was cold with that shit. But man, we used to play spades in her basement every day with her. She'd break the cards out. We'd be playing for hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, moms really loved us. She fucked with us, right? Nah, the sister Tay, she was in love with me, bro. Swear to God, no cap. She loved me. Like, I'm not talking about like fuck with me, like we cool. She was in love with me, like she wanted to be with me. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to be her man. Mind you, I'm a young teenager. She like an adult teenager. You know what I'm saying? But she was on my head. Like all the bros will tell you, I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? She was on me, but I wasn't feeling her. You know what I'm saying? And plus, these my man sister. Like I ain't doing that. You know. But she, man, she was on my head, bro. Real shit. Like I said, she was like 17, 18. I'm like 13, 14. She was on my head, you know. Moms knew about it. Even moms had to check Tate a couple times. Like, leave him alone. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Everybody knew this shit, right? But anyway, let's fast forward to Tate. So again, they came from Brightmo and they moved in our neighborhood, right? Well, they was going to Redford, right? But they moved over here on 7 Mile, so they started going to school with us, right? So here it is, a couple years later, right? We've been rocking for years now. You know what I'm saying? The whole family fuck with us, we fuck with them, blah blah blah, right? So here it is, 2007, right? My graduating year. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all the story on that. I wasn't supposed to graduate. You know what I'm saying? Some fluke shit happened. I got kicked out of Ford. I had to finish up at Redford, right? So now I'm going to the Brightmo school. You know what I'm saying? Basically, our rivals. I got sent to their school to go finish up school. I'm on my last couple months. You know what I'm saying? But I had ninth grade credits in the 12th grade type shit. So I'm like, I ain't gonna graduate, you know. Long story on all that, man. The principal pulled me to the side one day. He like, hey, we closing up this year. If you want to graduate here, take these night school classes. He like, you take these classes, I'll let you walk across the stage. He like, we don't give a fuck. We about to close up. It's over with. This was the year that Redford closed down, 2007. You know, man, I swear God be coming through for me, like some other shit, right? So I'm like, I take these couple classes, I get to walk across the stage. He like, yeah, we closing up. We don't give a fuck. Woo woo. Okay, cool. So now I'm in Redford Night School with the Brightmo niggas. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's 7 Mile niggas, Schoolcraft, all of that, you know, all different hoods go to Redford, right? But it was mainly 7 Mile and Brightmo. Mainly Brightmo, because that's their hood, right? So it was a lot of shit going on. It was a lot of fighting going on, a lot of robbing. It was a whole lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because these hoods was at odds. On top of that, Brightmo had beef with Schoolcraft. You know what I'm saying? So Brightmo is off of Finkel, but it go from Schoolcraft to 6 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Evergreen to Telegraph. All of that is the Brightmo community. Now, when you cross Evergreen on Schoolcraft, that's the Schoolcraft hood. That shit literally right across the street. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand Detroit, like how everything connected. You know what I'm saying? So Schoolcraft and Brightmo right next door to each other, right? 7 Mile and Brightmo right next door to each other. So Brightmo is in the middle of 7 Mile and Schoolcraft, and they beefing with all of us. Like Brightmo was on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of shit. It was a lot of Schoolcraft shit going on, a lot of 7 Mile shit going on. It was a lot of shit going on at Redford at this time, right? Man, I'm watching niggas get their ass beat, drug away, all type of shit. Being at Redford, you know what I'm saying? At night school. So by the time I get up there to night school, day school is ending. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching everybody come out from day school. They getting they rumble on and screaming they hoods and, you know, all of that shit. So I'm seeing what's going on at Redford. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas wild as hell. I thought Ford was wild, but man, Redford, it was going down. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm in night school, right? Come to find out, one of my homegirls that used to braid my hair and shit, she was my homie. I explained all that. She was there too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I worked out a deal with her. I had her do all my work. I didn't go to class at all. From that January 2007 all the way up to what, May, June, when you graduate, I ain't do now one piece of work. I didn't even go to class. I was in the hallway with the Brightmo niggas shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? The back halls, all that shit, right? That's what we was doing every day, shooting dice, right? My homegirl in class doing her work and my work type shit, right? I never had no problem with the Brightmo niggas, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was cool with me, but they had problems with my hood type shit, right? Anyway, with all that being said, The nigga Los, he like I said, they was going to Ford with us. Los got kicked out of Ford too. So he came back to Redford, right? So now it's me and him, walking back and forth to Redford and shit. Redford literally is like a mile, a mile and a quarter up the street from my hood, right? So literally we could just walk up the street, Trinity. Trinity would take us all the way from Redford all the way to 7 Mile. You know what I'm saying? That was our route that we took, right? But sometimes it was, like I said, it was shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So how can I put this, man? It was times when Los didn't want to walk home. Cause I was always with the walking. Like we was young niggas. We was walking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But Los, he was fat. He was a big nigga. Los was like 300 to 400 pounds. Like, I know that's a stretch, but he was a big ass nigga. Back then we was teenagers. And y'all remember Rikishi from what's that, WWF, wrestling and shit. Big Rikishi. He was like a Rikishi at a teenager age. You know what I'm saying? He was big as hell, right? So I understand that he didn't want to walk all the time because he was big. He get fatigued quickly, and he's sweating hard and all of that, right? And that mile was that was more than enough walk for him. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't nothing to us. It wasn't nothing to us, but him, that was a stretch. So sometimes he wouldn't want to walk. He would want to get a ride, right? So either his people would give us a ride to school or pick us up, or my people would give us a ride and pick us up. And then most of the other times we'd walk. We'd walk there, we'd walk back. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we get out of school, it's nice and dark outside. You know what I'm saying? It's dimming down, it's getting dark and shit. And like I said, when the lights go out, the beef is on. You know what I'm saying? So I understood why Los didn't want to walk. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, because of the beef shit that was going on. The nigga was big as hell. It was a lot of shit going on. So I could understand, right? So this is just one of them nights, right? He didn't want to walk home, right? He calling his people, they ain't picking up. So he like, man, call your moms or something, see if she'll come pick us up. I don't want to walk tonight, bro. Woo, woo. I get it, because earlier that day, the Schoolcraft niggas and the Brightmo niggas had some shit going on. And I spoke on that. I said how the Schoolcraft niggas, they jumped this one Brightmo nigga right in front of Redford. And like I said, Redford is in the Brightmo hood. So these Schoolcraft niggas beating this shit out this Brightmo nigga, right? Beating his ass, right? The nigga got up, ran down the street into the Brightmo zone, right? All the Schoolcraft niggas just still sticking around this shit. The Brightmo nigga came back 3 cars deep. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas hopped out, ran up on them Schoolcraft niggas. Like, that shit was real, So anyway, like I said, it was a whole lot of Schoolcraft, Brightmo, 7 Mile shit going on at Redford, right? Whole lot of shit going on. So, like I said, when Los didn't want to walk, I understood, Robert Alexander, what up? What up? What's the deal? Tap in. Shy City, tap in. Tap the fuck in. Chi-Town, what's the deal? Tap in. Tap the fuck in. All right? Nah. So like I was saying with Los, right? He ain't want to walk. Me, I didn't mind. I ain't give a fuck. I was with all that hood shit. You know what I'm saying? So if we walk out of Redford, we bound to bump into Brightmo niggas, you know what I'm saying? Or 7 Mile niggas. 7 Mile niggas, my crew. Brightmo niggas, his crew. But like I said, we from 2 different hoods. Like, dog, all that shit was crazy, man. Jason Morris, bro, this how it was growing up on the south side of Chicago. Hey, man, it's crazy how all this hood shit work all across, the nation, man. But this is what it is, So anyway, he didn't want to walk. So he telling me to call my moms, right? I called moms. I'm like, hey, you come pick us up from school. Like I said, my hood literally was a mile down the street from Brightmo, right? From Redford, right? She like, yeah, I'll come pick y'all up, whoop-de-whoop, right? So we staying out there in front of the school waiting on my mama to come pick me up. Now, my mama, she moves slow. You know what I'm saying? If she on the appointment or something, she quick with it. But if it ain't nothing like that, just like some freestyle shit, she moves slow. So a car ride from my hood to Redford is probably like 5 to 7 minutes, right? It took her like 45 minutes to get here this night, right? Because like I said, she be moving slow. So we staying out there in front of the school and shit. We didn't watch all this shit go on. Like it was a lot of shit going on. So right there, what I'm talking about, you got Grand River right here. On this side of Grand River is Bright Mile. The other side is 7 Mile. Right in between Grand River, you got 6 Mile right there too. So 6 Mile go this way. Grand River kind of like cut at an angle. So Grand River cut through basically all the Detroit hoods on the west side. You know what I'm saying? You take Grand River down, you gonna pretty much go through every neighborhood on the west side type shit, right? Well, down here in the deep west end of Detroit, you got Grand River and Lesher. Right there off Grand River and Lesher, 6 Mile cut in between that shit too. Well, while we standing there on Grand River facing towards 6 Mile way, right? So behind us is Redford High School. Behind Redford High School is Brightmo, Schoolcraft, Plymouth, Joy Road. All that shit is behind us, right? In front of us, where we facing, is towards 6 Mile, 7 Mile, 8 Mile, right? So we out there kicking and shit. My mama taking her sweet ass time. It's a nice hot day. You know, we ain't tripping. It was just, like I said, it was real dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So we got our eyes peeled. We looking around, peeping everything, watching how everything go, you know, because some shit would just pop off. It was too many hoods in that area. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of shit going on. So we got our eyes peeled while we talking shit, right? Next thing you know, I see two niggas coming across the street from 6 Mile, right? They crossing 6 Mile coming towards us, coming towards Grand River, right? We on this side of Grand River, they on the other side of Grand River at this point. They didn't cross 6 Mile, now they on Grand River, but they on the other side, right? So like they looking at us. It's two niggas with shiesty masks on. And it's getting dark. In the hood with all of this beef shit going on, right? So I go to Tableau's. I'm like, hey man, you see them niggas? Remember Friday at the Knicks when they was messing with them old women, and the old women came back with the Crips to get on Day Day and Craig, and Craig noticed it. He was like, man, you see them niggas? And Day Day took off, like ain't say shit. He just took off. Dog, that's what Lowe's did to me, bro. He didn't take off running, because like I said, he was a big ass nigga. He just started walking away from me. He started walking back towards the school, right? So while he walking, I'm like, dog, what is you doing? He like, man, I gotta take a piss, bro. Woo. So he walked over to the bushes, you know what I'm saying, which is probably like 20 feet away from me or some shit like that, right? I'm like, this nigga gonna leave me and he see these niggas with shiesty masks on. Back then, if you had on a shiesty mask, nigga, you was robbing something or you about to kill something. You about to go do something. If you got a shiesty mask on back in the mid 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everybody wear them bitches. It's a style now. But back then, you didn't see that many niggas with shiesty mask on, especially in Detroit. And if you did, he on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You see a nigga with a shiesty coming towards you, nigga, it's over type shit, right? So like I said, Lowe's had peeped it. These two niggas with shiesties coming towards us, right? This nigga walked off on me. He did the day. You know what I'm saying? Walked off on me. I'm like, damn, straight up, okay. By this time, the niggas with the mask on, they crossing Grand River. Grand River is a big ass street. So it take you a minute to walk across that motherfucker, right? So in my mind, I'm just like, dawg, these niggas about to get me, man. It ain't nothing I can do. I don't got no gun. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, nigga, I'm fresh out of school, you know? I'm like, damn, these niggas about to get me, man. And this nigga Lowe's walked off on me, you know? But my daddy trained me to be on go. My daddy trained me to be a real man. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all my daddy had me in the streets at a young age. He didn't want me to be no punk or none of that. So he raised me around killers when I was 4, 5 years old. No cap. Like, my daddy was on it. You know what I'm saying? And my daddy always told me, like, nigga, stand on your own too. You know, if something happened, nigga, chin up. Just be ready for it. Don't back down from nothing. Like, that's how my daddy raised me. You know what I'm saying? So when them niggas started crossing Grand River and they coming right towards me, like, they aim was at me. You know what I'm saying? I just had to suck it up. I'm like, damn, man, these niggas about to get me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they gonna shoot me if they gonna rob me, if they gonna beat me up. I don't know what the fuck about to happen, but I know something about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember in the movie Baby Boy when Jody and P ran down on them niggas that stole Jody bike, and P told all them niggas to chin up, and all them niggas had to hold their chin up and shit. That was me, bro. I swear to God, on my kids, I just chinned up. I was like, man, fuck it, man. These niggas give me, it's over with. It ain't nothing I can do, and I'm not gonna bag down. You know what I'm saying? I literally was counting my death at that moment. No cap. Swear to God, I was, cause I just knew it was over. Cause it was just too much going, too much, dog, too much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if they was some Brightmore niggas, some Schoolcraft niggas, some Plymouth niggas, some Seven Mile. I don't know who the fuck these niggas was. They got on shiesties coming towards me, right here on Grand River. You know what I'm saying? Where shit popping at all motherfucking day, right? So they cross the street, right? They walk up to me. One of them stood on my right, the other one stood on my left, right? Literally, like right next to me, like they could have bumped shoulders with me. This how close they was to me, right? They stood there for a minute, ain't say nothing. I'm looking out the corner of this eye, I'm looking out the corner of that eye. I'm like, oh shit, these niggas, they own something, you know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm like, dog, one of these niggas about to hit me. They about to drive me and ride me. That's what was going on in my head because of the way how they set up. You know what I'm saying? One was on one side, one was on the other, you know? I'm like, yeah, they about to knock me out, ride me or some shit. It was just so much shit going on in my mind. I ain't gonna cap, you know? So the nigga on my right, he like, nigga, you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even look at him. I'm just standing there chinning up. I'm like, nah, I don't know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, I said it just like that. I like, nah, I don't know what time it is. He like, nigga, you know what the fuck it is. As soon as he said that, the nigga on my left, he like, come on, dog, we gone. We gotta go. Woo, woo. The nigga on my right, like, nah, fuck that. I'm about to get this nigga. You know what I'm saying? They had like a little argument. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, somebody called me. They had like a little argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, all this shit is within 60 seconds. It might have took me a long time to break all this shit down. All this shit was within 60 seconds. This is just how quick hood shit go, right? So they had a little mini argument in between each other. I'm still standing here in the middle of them while they arguing back and forth, right? I'm still standing there chinning up like, damn, one of these niggas about to hit me. It's about to get ugly, you know? At this point, I'm thinking they trying to confuse me or something, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see what's coming. Nah, man. The nigga on my left really telling him like, come on, nigga, we gotta go, woo, woo. Dog still on there, like, no, fuck that, woo, woo. Dude on my left, he shot right past me, grabbed his man's. I hear him grabbing his shirt. Bitch, come on, let's go. Niggas walked off. They started mobbing up Grand River, right? They took off running, cut up Westbrook. Westbrook, one of them streets over there, right? Cut up Westbrook, took off running. Man, I swear to God, I thought I was about to die. I thought it was over with. I thought they had me, you know what I'm saying? Man, thank God, bro. God come through and saved me all the time. I don't know why God chose me, but he did. I'm one of his, straight up. So after them niggas took off, this nigga Los come walking back, like shaking his pants off, like he just got done pissing and shit, like he really did something, you know. He come walking up, he like, yeah, what them niggas was talking about? Woo woo. He was like, man, I just seen that they just walked up on you. I'm like, nigga, your bitch ass know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you know them niggas was about to get me and you walked off on me. You know what I'm saying? Now, me and him having a little mini argument. He like, bro, I didn't know. Like, nigga, your ass a liar. Nigga, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Literally, while me and him in the middle of going back and forth, moms pull up. Motherfucker, you too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have got drugged away by this time. You 5 minutes up the street, took your ass 45 minutes to get here. Like, what type of time, you know? But of course, she didn't have nothing to do with that, you know. So when we got in the car, we wasn't talking about that shit, you know. We rolled back to the hood. I had her drop me off at Lowe's house, you know, because we was dropping him off. I got out the car with him. I'm like, hey, I'll catch you in a minute, you know. So she pulled off and shit. So we staying out there in front of his house. We talking about the shit. Now, I told you, we was the cool niggas. You know, we wasn't on all that rah-rah shit. So I didn't turn this into no big deal. You know what I'm saying? All of the homies was out there. We all talking about it. We laughing and joking. You know, I'm just talking my shit like this bitch ass nigga Lowe's walked off. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas about to ride me, all type of shit, you know. But we laughed that shit off and we kept it moving, man, you know. But that was some crazy shit, like real G shit. Like them niggas was about to get me, you know. And I don't know what it was, but the nigga on my left, he called that shit off, you know. But they had the intention to get me. Like the intention was there. I don't know if dog got a call at the last minute or if they seen or if he seen the hook across the street or something. I don't know. Because at that time, like I said, you got Grand River cut this way, and then you got 6 Mile going straight like this. Right in the middle, Grand River this way, 6 Mile this way. Right in the middle of it, it was the 8th precinct. It was a police department, a real tiny ass police department, right in between Grand River and 6 Mile, right? Damn police department set right there. These robbing niggas literally walked right past the damn precinct, crossed the street to run up on me to get down on me. You know what I'm saying? Why the damn precinct right there? Like, dog, I'm telling you, it was a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Black Wolf tapped in. I used to stay on Westbrook. That's the hood. Nigga, your ass stay everywhere, bro. Where is you from, nigga? You was just on Plymouth yesterday, nigga. Now you in Brightmoor today, nigga. You from Schoolcraft. Come on, bro. What's up, man? Talk to me. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. But, yeah, man, these niggas was willing to get down on me right there in front of them police precinct. This how you know Detroit police ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas doing shit in front of them precinct. So like I said, I don't know if they seen a cop car riding up, going into the precinct or coming out the precinct. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just know dog called that shit off. He like, hey, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? And they had the time to get me. You know what I'm saying? In between their little argument and all that. Man, them niggas could have drugged me away in that time, you know? But like I said, man, God called on the niggas. Straight up. Real talk. I don't done. Hold up. Come on, Blackwood, stop playing. Tap in. Tap the fuck in, man. Jason Moore. Hey, dog. This shit crazy, bro. But it was the truth, you know? It was what it was. So, like I said, them niggas, they took off and shit. Me, Los, and the homies, we all on the block talking about this shit, you know. We laughed it off. You know, moms came outside. Of course, she heard what was going on because she always, like, sat there in, like, the dining room and had a window open. So she hear us outside talking shit and all of that. And, like, she was so involved with us. If we said something that she didn't like, she'd come out there like, what the fuck going on? Woo, woo, you know, that type of time. So when I was telling her, when I was telling the guys about what Los did, she came outside like, the fuck, woo, woo, woo. You know, we all laughed that shit off, man. That shit was funny as hell. She went in there and started cooking some dinner, you know what I'm saying? Made us something to eat. We got on the cars and shit. We still kept laughing that shit off, talking about it. Like, man, it was crazy though. But yeah, man, them niggas about to rob the fuck out of us, dog. Like, them niggas on that tip. I don't know. I don't know why they came after me. I mean, I ain't saying that I was just the initial target. Like, yeah, get him. You know, maybe I was just the first nigga they seen. But it was like, damn, y'all trying to rob a nigga at the high school? Like, dog, it was crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? I done stayed everywhere in Detroit, east to west. Hey, I feel you, bro. Like, look, man, you know when I first started this shit, I was telling everybody, like, that's how Detroit niggas is. Like, we done stayed a couple of places. You know what I'm saying? Like, Detroit niggas, we not just from one hood. Same thing with, like, Chicago niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of Chicago niggas from 63rd or whatever, them niggas grew up in O Block. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how this shit go. You know, same thing in Detroit. I told y'all, I originally came from West Warren, you know what I'm saying? But I lived on 7 Mile most of my life. So I was kind of in between both of them hoods, but my family stayed all over the city. So I was everywhere. I was on Moraine and Kelly. I was on Plymouth and Wyoming. I was on 6 Mile and Gunston. You know what I'm saying? I was on 7 Mile, all in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? I was on the number streets, 30th, 33rd. You know what I'm saying? I was in Dexter, Linwood. Like, I've been all over the city too. So that's some real shit. You know, like, I don't know. That's how it is with Detroit motherfuckers. Like, well, hood motherfuckers. And most Mostly it's because our parents was broke as hell. They is getting evicted out of every fucking house that we live in. So we gotta move over here, move over there, move over there, move over here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how hood shit go. Motherfuckers be getting put out. Our parents don't tell us that they got put out. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it be. They act like we just moving somewhere. But motherfuckers got put out and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we all then bounced around hood to hood. So yeah, Black Wolf, that's some real shit. Nigga been everywhere. Um, Jason Morris, I'm from 128th and Halstead. Yeah, man. I don't really know the shot like that. I know they call that area like the Wild Hundreds, Wild 100s. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was some crazy shit, bro. Back in them early mid 2000s, it'd be 100 niggas on every block in Detroit, bro. Real shit. It'd be 100 niggas on every fucking block. Nowadays, shit dead, you know. But back then, you couldn't walk down the wrong block. You know what I'm saying? Your ass would get caught up. So that's what I was saying. Like I can understand why Lowe's didn't want to walk that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we could walk down the wrong strip and run into 30 niggas. Like, it was like that, man. Especially with the whole 7 Mile Brightmo shit going on. And then the school crab niggas right around the corner and they on Brightmo ass. Like, man, Brightmo is a community that's like probably like 3 square mile radius, north, south, east, west, right? And it was like 10,000 niggas in that neighborhood, and all of them was with the shit. They didn't give a fuck who they was beefing with. They had beef with the whole motherfucking city if they got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, them Brightmo niggas, they was on 30 at one point. Like, real shit. Damn, I'm out. Bold busy. So, me being out, now I gotta be out. Y'all ass tweaking, bro. How about that? So hopefully, you know, y'all enjoyed this live, man. It was some real shit. You know, this ain't no gossip shit. This ain't something I heard from somebody else. Or, you know, this is something that actually happened to me. You know, and Lowe's fat ass dipped on me, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna let them niggas get me, bro. That shit was crazy. Um, I told y'all I'm about to start doing these hood interviews. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting on this weather to change because we gonna be doing this shit outside. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get a feel of Detroit streets. You know, y'all know I do my content a whole lot different. So we gonna be doing this shit outside. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get a feel of Detroit streets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have niggas like Fat Mike and Los on the motherfucking ones and twos, and they gonna tell y'all the same shit. Like, I ain't lying. Like, Los dipped on the nigga. Man, he dipped on the nigga, bro. Hit that like button. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Finball, but my cousins are GDs and BDs. It's still good, broski. Hey, man, that shit crazy. It's like, with the gang banging, man, it's like, how can I put it, man? It's like everybody so close with this gang banging shit, like GDs, BDs, Bloods, Vice Lords. Man, I got a little bit of everybody in my family. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, my whole family, mainly, is GDs. You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple of Crips in my family. I got some VLs in my family. I got some Bloods in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all the same people, just like different blocks, but everybody rep something different. Like, that hood shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm glad the nigga made it out. You know, that shit was, man. Detroit and Chicago was like cousins. Swear to God, real shit. We is. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, with the gang banging shit from my family, the GD shit came from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had some people from Chicago come to the hood, and basically, like, they was rotating with my family, and that's how all that GD shit started with my family. Like, it was people from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. So yeah, I've been on that GD shit since I was a kid. You know, nigga, my 6-point started right here. You know, it's real small. You probably can't really see it, but that was my first tattoo. You know, I got that when I was 18. Like, yeah, I've been on it, you know, but niggas grown now, you know, we don't do that type of shit no more. But yeah, man, back then, it was fucked up, you know. And while we talking about the gang banging shit, like I said, Schoolcraft right around the corner from Brightmo, but the Schoolcraft niggas Vice Lords, you know what I'm saying? And the Brightmo niggas GDs. So they had that shit going on. They had different hood shit going on. They had the school mixing with each other shit going on. Like, man, just Brightmo and Schoolcraft had so much shit going on alone, let alone the shit that they had going on with 7 Mile as well. Like, dog, it was a lot of, man, that was a hell of a time, dog. Straight up. But yeah, that nigga Low smoked me, dog, and we made a joke out that shit, you know. I'm just happy them niggas didn't do nothing to me, man, because they had me. It wasn't nothing I could do. And all I could think of, my daddy just told me, like, nigga, chin up. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit. Because I could have ran away. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we seen them niggas crossing 6 Mile. You know, before they even crossed Grand River, we seen them crossing 6 Mile. Like, I'm like, hold on. You see them niggas, them shiesties on? That nigga Lowe's dipped on me. I'm like, oh, I could have dipped as well, you know? I could have ran into school. I could have ran down Grand River, you know what I'm saying? I could have ran as well. But like I said, I remember my daddy told me, like, nigga, chin up. It is what it is. So I had something to get y'all. I chinned up that day, you know what I'm saying? And it worked in my favor, man. That shit crazy, but it is what it is. How about that? It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.